I've got my opener on the road with me, Dan Carney. He got upset with me last night because I was going in on sports journalists, and I was suggesting that people like Jameli Hill weren't geniuses.
It's really funny.
It's sports. It's what are we doing? There are smart people that are athletes. Let's get this out of the way for all of you that are angry at me. Go, oh, Tim, you're fat and you're not an athlete, and that's why you're going to blah, blah. No, I am an athlete. I'll beat you in a swim race. I was a great athlete, third fastest butterflyer on Long Island at 7 years old. That counts. That kid doesn't matter. I'm fat now. It counts then. I was winning then. You've never won. But a journalist who covers basketball is not an intelligent human being. Enough. They're not bright. It's what it is. Most journalists who cover politics aren't bright. There's like 5 of them that I respect. But let's stop. But here's the problem. This little guy who I love, he's great. But he had like a basketball podcast. You know what they do is they get the kid. You can't tell anyone under 30 right now that they're not the greatest thing to have existed on earth because they think it's abuse. They stare at you like you're abusing them. If you tell them that they are not the reincarnation of Jesus Christ on the planet. So everybody likes things they could talk with authority about.
Sure.
You know what I mean? People like the things they can speak with authority about. So when I was denigrating people that talk about sports professionally for money, he got a little mad at me because he had a basketball podcast with his very attractive friend. I used to tune in every now and then because the friend is like insanely attractive. And then, of course, there's the one that I usually spend time with. But they're just not. I mean, sports are important. We need them as a country. They're good. I'm all for that. Competition, blah, blah, blah. I'm with it all. And there's some very smart people that are coaches, and I get that. But when you talk about the people that are sports journalists, I mean, I don't know how many real geniuses you have in that crew. Is that a controversial statement?
I don't think so.
Are people getting angry at me? I like Bob Costas. He's pretty smart.
Yeah.
Brian Gumbel. I mean, I'm not saying there aren't smart people out there.
Bill Simmons. Yeah, Bill Simmons.
Bill Simmons. Yeah, there's a lot of smart people. But by and large, on the whole, let's cut it out. What are they analyzing? Balls going in a hole. That's what they're doing. No, there's more to it than that. Yeah, not really. Not really. It isn't. Am I wrong here? They're analyzing a game that can be played by children. It's not, but it can be understood by a child. That's why children play sport. Children don't play War and Peace. They don't play geopolitics because they don't understand it, but they can understand sports because it's pretty simple. There is a hoop. The ball will now go in the hoop. Is that not what's being analyzed? Am I wrong here? Is there something deeper than that? I know with the SJW shit and the politics, everybody wants to, pretend. But let's be very honest here. I mean, you love golf. Are you going to get mad at me if I say golf is simple?
No.
If I'm writing about it as a journalist, is it relatively simple?
No, you're whacking a little ball in the woods.
Tiger Woods' dad at 4 years old said, you're going to be great, and he got great. Mm-hmm. Ike Turner did the same thing to his ex-wife, Tina. Said, you're going to be great, and she got great. I'm not talking about methods. It doesn't matter. Ike Turner didn't say to Tina, go out, honey, and figure it out on your own time. He said, let's get it moving. And what happened? Legend. What happened to Tiger Woods? Legend. Mm-hmm. But how complex is this? This isn't the Cold War. It's golf. It's fucking basketball. Cut it out. No, Tim, you don't like sports. You're gay, and gay people don't appreciate sport. I love the sports, the drama, the competition. I get it. Just don't come around and tell me people that recap reality shows are also not bright. Am I hurting anyone's feelings when I say that? People whose main job is to do a recap of a reality show. These are not terribly intelligent human beings. They're crafty and savvy, maybe. There's many of them all over the place on social media. But the first words I think of are not intelligence. When somebody's breaking down a scene that happened on Love Island or whatever horror is being delivered to us, There's not a lot of smart people on this planet. There's not. There's a very small group. It is a curse that I'm one of them. I don't want to be one of them. I'd rather not be one of them. I'd rather not be one of the smart people. I don't want that. I'd rather have a huge dick and a six-pack and not know anything. But I am an oracle of wisdom. Oh, no. I didn't know that was going to happen. But it happened. People get mad at me because they don't think that I respect their basketball podcast enough. Stavi Baby has a basketball podcast, Stavros. I'm sure it's fine, but Stavi wouldn't tell you this is a genius level.
Right.
Because we're talking about sports, which is not complex. It's not that complicated. People make it to be very complicated. It's not that complicated, by the way. You have a lot of money, you buy the good players. Some of them get hurt. You got to buy other ones. I'm going to get so much hate for this, but I don't understand it. It's relatively, I get it. I love athletes. I'm really impressed by somebody that gets up every day and puts work into their ability to do something physically. I think that is great. I'm a big proponent of that. But again, are they the brightest people? No, in fact, being dumb is a great asset if you're an athlete.
It is.
It's so important
Mentally, yeah.
to be kind of dumb if you're an athlete. If you think you're going to think your way out of winning, I'm telling you, if you're too intelligent, it's a curse. You got to be into the physicality, the body, the moving around, the just focus, tunnel vision every day, ball, hole. You can't be with your mind going in 10 different directions. You can't be a deeply contemplative person. I think it helps to be a little dull, little dense. We don't want, and that's why you see athletes, they're gorgeous and they're beautiful. We love them. We need them. But they're not exactly the smartest people. It's true. I'm telling you the truth. You don't want the truth, you go somewhere else. Just don't get mad at me. I felt bad. This little guy got mad. He talks when he'll make a point with sports. He gets in a tone and he's like, well, what you have to understand. Shut up. What are you saying? Are you on the team? Are you on the team? Are you making money from the team? Then what are we doing here? What I have to understand. What do I have to understand about the Golden State Warriors? What do I really have to understand? What's essential that I understand? Okay? Not much. But you can't talk to somebody who's young and tell them that. I mean, it's also like, I've done this rant before. I'm not going to do it again, but men treat sports like women treat fashion. They all like it. They all think that there's some job in it for them. And in many cases, there's not. Okay? You're not going to be Dave Portnoy and you're not going to be fucking Tory Burch. It's just what it is. Every fucking girl's running around college going, I love fashion. I want to work in fashion. And a lot of guys like, I want to be a sports agent because they like sports. Everybody likes sport. It's like majoring in tits. You like pussy too? I mean, I don't, but it's pretty popular. I mean, that's what people like. I like fashion. What do you mean? You like being hot?
Right.
No fat chick ever says that. No grotesque monster goes, I like fashion. I love fashion. They don't love fashion. Hot chicks like fashion because they like looking hot. It's not a job. I mean, it is a job, Melania. But the reality is, so people just lose their minds when you tell them. I mean, this guy, I think he majored in like exercise science or something, majored in the elliptical. I mean, this is a major now. It's sports medicine and what? Talking about sports medicine. What is that, jerking off an ex-Major League Baseball player? Is that what we're doing? He majored in that. Here's, what the hell is that major? Here's your knee cream. What are we doing? But that's what he majored in. He majored in fitness and, I don't know, the philosophy of the treadmill, weight training. I don't get it. They studied what Proust had to say about the ketogenic diet. I don't know. I'm just saying it's not a major and you're not intelligent. I get it. You're good looking. I appreciate that and I respect that and you all have discipline. But don't come at me and get mad at me for just saying a little bit of truth.